Hello everyone, I am Dr. Regina Anandi, Assistant Professor, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. And now welcome back to Visual Design and Communication. In today's session, we will continue Unit 1 and discuss four important concepts, elements of design, Gestalt Principles, Semiotics and color theory. So these concepts form the foundation of visual communication as because they help us to designers to create visuals that are attractive, meaningful and easy to understand. So before we are learning the individual concept, let us understand the foundation of visual impact. Every design is based on four important pillars: elements, principles, semiotics and color theory. Elements are the basic building blocks of design such as line, shape, color, texture and shape. Principles explain how these elements should be arranged effectively. Semiotics is the study of signs and symbols that communicate meaning. And finally, color theory helps us to understand how colors influence emotions and human perceptions. So this particular slide compares elements and principles. Think of elements as the vocabulary of design. They include line, shape, color, form, texture, value, and space. These are the individual components used to create any visual design. On the other hand, principles are like the grammar of design. They tell us how to arrange these elements using concepts such as balance, contrast, hierarchy, rhythm, movement, emphasis, and proportion. In simple words, elements are what we use, while principles are how we organize them. So today we are surrounded by advertisements, websites, mobile application and social media content. So this creates visual noise where many designs compete for our attention. One major challenge is processing speed. People usually decide within a few seconds whether to continue looking at a design or to ignore it. Another challenge is overload. Too much text, too many colors, or poor organization makes information difficult to understand. Therefore, designers must reduce unnecessary complexity and communicate information quickly and clearly. Now let us look at the Gestalt Principles, which explain how our brain naturally organizes visual information. The first principle is proximity. Objects placed close together are seen as belongings to the same group. The second is similarity. Objects that have the same color, shape or size perceived or as related. The third principle is closure. Even if a shape is incomplete, a brain automatically fills the missing part and recognizing the whole object. Finally, figure and ground helps us distinguish many main important objects from the background, making important information stand out. So these principles help designers create organized and easy to understand the layouts. Semiotics is the study of signs and symbols and the meaning that they communicate. The first type is a signifier, which is the physical form we see, such as traffic sign or icon. The second is the signified, which is the meaning or idea represented by that symbol. An iconic sign directly resembles the object it represents. For example, a heart icon represents love. A symbolic sign does not actually naturally resemble its meaning. Instead, people learn its meaning through culture and society. Examples which include traffic symbols, company logos, and national flags. Designers use semiotics to communicate message without using many words. And the next comes the color theory. Colors have a strong influence on human emotions and behavior. Warm colors such as red, orange, and yellow create feelings of excitement, energy, and enthusiasm. Cool colors like blue, green, purple create feelings of calmness, trust, and professionalism. Another important concept is color harmony, where colors are selected in combinations that look visually balanced and pleasing. Designers carefully choose colors because they influence how people feel about a product, a brand, or message. And this slide shows how all these concepts work together. So Gestalt principles organize the visual field of and improve clarity. Semiotics ensures that the intended message is understood correctly. Color theory adds emotional value and strengthens communications. When these concepts are combined, they produce designs that are visually appealing, meaningful, and easy to understand. Let's look at the practical example, a streaming platform interface. So notice how Gestalt principles group related movies and TV shows together. Color strategy use dark backgrounds with bright highlights to focus the user's attention on important content. The platform also uses semiotic signals like play icons, search icons, and menu symbols, which users immediately understood without reading the instruction. This example shows how design theories are applied in the real world. Now let's quickly summarize today's concept. Gestalt principle organize visual information and help user understand content quickly. Semiotics gives meaning to symbols and visual elements. Color theory creates emotional connections and improves user engagement. The most important takeaway is that successful designs is mm, not created by chance. It is a result of appealing these principles thoughtfully to communicate effectively. To conclude today's session, let's reflect on a few questions. First, identify the Gestalt principle used in logo or poster that you see every day. Second, observe how colors are used in mobile applications or websites. What emotions do these colors create? And finally, identify three symbols around you and explain what messages each one communicates. So these activities will help you connect today's theoretical concepts with real-life design examples. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening.